They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Now he steps away. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Kirkpatrick brought him down.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they work this out past the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll have a first down past the 40. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
allowing the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Muhammad. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier, Linval Joseph.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Murray a give. This is Drake. Called a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th
from the gun. Murray. Oh, my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
That's the reason we ball for.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Keenan Allen.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The tackle.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
There, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Drake. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down now, it's Drake, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the only 2-point special to finish things off.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first. And this time will be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Perryman. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down, here's Herbert, and that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, Herbert forced out to his left. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran out to the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. Running, it's Drake. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. This is intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Here's Herbert. They'll try and run for it, 1st and goal. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
39-yard.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Murray eluding the pressure right. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
On first and goal, Drake. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just does the quarterback run it, as well.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. But he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. It's Eckler again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Herbert now to throw. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here we go on 4th. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. And this one complete to Virgil Green. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play in overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Tonight's final score, Chargers 13.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them. What I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that doubt I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Flag on the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a lineback. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a Panther. Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass. Come through stunning. Call me Tiger.
What's the lay that where you find me though? Chacha macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? How she imagine she mix it? Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it? Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And in heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Chargers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 20.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bradley Roby on the tackle.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, they go for it on 4th down. My goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Hilliard. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 1st down, Hilliard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Chargers nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run. It's Hilliard down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Hilliard.
The big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for L.A. 61 yards that time on the ground.
The 15-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down now. Hilliard, they'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's back Kenneth Murray, and they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And 3.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
The extra point is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On the run, this is Hilliard. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Hilliard, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The tackle by Melvin Ingram. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run here with Eckler. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
At the 15-yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks. Watson looks to throw again. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Watson on first down. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Fuller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. To throw on third down, Watson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. This will be caught at about the 5. And unable to blink away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
J.J. Watt on
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
It's now 3rd.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Allen's got it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
At the 21-yard line.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. And certain kids trust me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up tight. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half of. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear the flag gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Coach, thank you. We pick up this challenge in the third quarter with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. We're all even at 6, and you've got the ball all the way down to the 5-yard line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown.